Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, that's us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, welcome back. Or if it's your first time, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it allows me to set aside time to work on these projects. For example, so I came into the shed, and again, like the stuff was off. It's so weird. The solar battery that I have, it's like my oldest one, but for whatever reason, like if I'm not here for like a day to check on it, the battery dies. So I think I'm going to switch to this other one that I'm using right now to charge that one, because it gets like these weird errors. I don't know what it is. So I'm thinking I'm going to switch it to the one that I'm using to charge now, uh, and just use that one as a backup. So we'll see. So that's stuff like that. I'm just going to switch out the plugs, so it's nothing like major or anything. So that should be fine. Uh, this today I want to work. I'm going to fix this 3D model that I've been working on for like a client kind of thing. So it's like a sample that I'm making, like a prototype. So I want to get that worked out and printed. Then also I'm working on creating like a dashboard for so that clients can order items. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a whole Stripe integration and stuff. So last week I set up the webhook server for Stripe, so I'm getting all the different events when I'm sending the test events. So that's good. So now I just need to get it to where it will, like the dashboard on my end, I can create items. So far I can create clients, right? Edit clients, all those things, do all the different tasks. Got the items working sort of. So I just need to be able to save it now because I got it to where we can upload like images and videos that will show up on the client side. And so I got that working. I just need to save it to the database, which is going to require me to save those images and files to the storage so I can get a URL to then put into the database so it'll load on the client page. So I'm going to work on that today. I want to work on the client side, showing the images and being able to purchase things. So then that will create the orders through the Stripe webhook server, create the order in my database, and then be able to show that on the dashboard. So it's like this whole loop that I'm going to try and finish today. So those are my main focuses, in addition to post radio show promo stuff and all those other things. And while that's working, have it printing the model. So that's the plan. Kind of have like two parallel things happening. So those are the type of things that I like to work on here during these study sessions. Speaking of study sessions, untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time, which in each cipher there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the website on a video to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Now, like I mentioned, I'll pop up on the site to remind you to take a break. If you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers allow autoplay video with audio. And that's why I've noticed there they saying that you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up next to the video, and hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. Then there's two buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix them at some point. There's a countdown timer, kind of when the next work session will start. And then if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that with that link right there. All right, cool. Now, the work sessions look similar to this. Let me share my screen. All right, now, if you check out the upper right-hand corner, we got some options there, but under subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left, there's an audio player, so if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list. Now, you can edit the task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. Now then send it to the done section. If you click that word done, the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab or window. It'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got completed with like little check marks next to them. For me, it's like a good visual way of showing like, oh, got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week. Even if I don't get anything else done during the week, at least I know I got something going. In the right column, we have a countdown timer account when the next break session happens. Again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing in particular that you want to work on, but you still want to feel like productive, you want to get something in, and you heard web development sounds pretty cool. Well, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. So if you don't know like where to start, from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through those programs, I think at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing that. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for some cool projects to kind of get you started, kind of like it's a tutorial where, you start and end with a pretty cool project, and maybe you'll extend that project or maybe get your creative juices going and create something totally brand new. I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are look over the tutorials and make sure they're cool. So one of them is you follow the tutorial, you end up with an application where there's an input box and a call button. You put your real world phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring and be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where it's the opposite, where you get a virtual number. You link that to that web application you create following that tutorial from your real world phone, call that virtual number, and you'll be able to answer in the browser. There's one where like 2 users like log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So I think it's pretty cool stuff, and you can check it out there. Let me know what you think. All right, Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell will walk you through that process. All right, now Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can then invite people to join the room. And the hope is together as a collective, be able to come up with the solution or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile. Then you can request to join the room. I also added a filter by keyword list. So if there's a specific subject that you're looking for, maybe it's in the keyword list, that you can then narrow the results by that keyword. If you click Create a Hako, you present it with a form, you put in the title and 3 keywords. You click Create, it'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy and click to share to Twitter. When you join your Hako, it looks like this. You've got the title here at the top. You can leave with the leave button there. Open menu opens up some more options. We got a text chat here to the right. On the left, there's an countdown timer, kind of when the next break session happens, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL and you click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks your link, they don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them from joining your Hako. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen, because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to share your screen, you'll be able to provide the context for the folks in the Hako to get you the help or feedback because they can see what you're seeing. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled, we'll be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, if you're not looking at the Hako and you still want to follow along, I have the opposite available where you can enable text to speech. So any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. So that way you can still follow along without actually having to look at the Hako. All right. I think that is pretty much it. Again, check out different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, I'm going to get y'all back to work so I can get back to work. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just switch that out because it is just like one cable, right? So I'm just going to switch it out and then put in this one and see how the draw is on the other one. And should be fine because I think I get more with the solar panels, like input with this one. So it shouldn't be too bad. And so we'll see. Experimentation is part of life. You know what I mean? So yeah, so there's that. I want to work on this 3D model, get that going so I can start printing the prototype because I would like to get a final, like, good version so I can take pictures of it for the website that I'm building. So it all comes together. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Again, I'll see you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is one of my favorite producers of all time. Goes by the name of Nujabes. It's featuring Apani B. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. And again, I'll see you like 15 minutes after the hour. All right? Y'all be easy. And thanks. Be safe.
Let's start from the heart. I just want to stay. I think others show love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how.